Races and more coming up on Racehorse Digest. The Racehorse Digest presented by Citgo starts the week at Gulfstream Park with the highlight of its winter racing schedule, Saturday's $1 Million Florida Derby. And hello again, everyone. I'm Chris Lincoln. What a big day in Florida Saturday with a record handle bet on the card, over $24.2 million, including 2 Florida Breeders' and Owners sponsored stakes races for Florida breds worth $100,000 each. Let's take a look now at the field for the Grade 1 Florida Derby. 3-year-olds going 1 mile and 1/8. Invisible Ink and Monarchos. The entry held at 7-5 out of the box, getting support at 7-2. Big field of 3-year-olds trying to find their way on the road to the Kentucky Derby. Song and a Prayer at 9-2, getting support with Edgar Prado riding. And you see big prices on the rest of them here. Talk is money at 23-1. Now our feature race of the week, the $1 Million Florida Derby.
They're up in the Florida Derby. Dream Run, City Zip, and Trail the Fox show speed out of the box. Broke well today, and he's fourth. Radical Riley asked for speed down at the rail, then Invisible Ink and Song and a Prayer. Monarchos and Talk Is Money are next. Then comes Turnberry Isle and CD. It's So Simple has moved all the way over to the rail from his 13th post position. And You Know Who is 13th and last as they race at the clubhouse turn. Trail the Fox from Radical Riley, who is close to the pace today, but it is Trail the Fox to the backstretch in front by a length. City Zip races in second. Song and a Prayer is 4 wide to the backstretch, but he's up to challenge for the front. Song and a Prayer, City Zip, and Dream Run. All track, Trail the Fox. 1.5 lengths to Invisible Ink and Radical Riley. Out of the box is 7th, but he is only 4 lengths from the lead, and he's in the clear under Jerry Bailey. Talk Is Money and Turnberry Isle both have 6 lengths to make up. It's So Simple is 9 lengths off the lead. Then comes Monarchos, who is pushed along now by Chavez. 3.5 lengths to CD. You Know Who is the trailer as they go into the far turn in the 50th running of the Florida Derby. City Zip and Song and a Prayer. They're alongside Trail the Fox, and City Zip is a hard-fought head in front. Song and a Prayer, no excuses for him. Here comes Monarchos with an eye-catching middle move, and Monarchos has ranged up 4 wide, and he goes to the quarter pole now, a neck in front of Song and a Prayer, who has to re-rally. Out of the box, races in third. Dream Run in with a good chance in fourth. City Zip backs out of it, and Monarchos off the top of the turn is the one to catch. The whip is out on Song and a Prayer. Out of the box to the outside. Dream Run is now fourth, and Monarchos swept by them all at the far turn, and he's going to be the Florida Derby winner. Monarchos is 3 in front. Out of the box, Invisible Ink, Monarchos!
An impressive, overpowering 4.5 length win for John Oxley's Monarchos. The first Grade 1 winner for the young stallion Mariah's Mon out of the Dixieland Band Mare Regal Band. John Ward, the trainer, George Chavez, the rider. Monarchos has 3 wins and a third in 5 lifetime starts, earnings of over $643,000. Next, this promising 3-year-old Wood Memorial in New York, April 14th. Monarchos, the winner's circle of the Florida Derby. Now to the fairgrounds in New Orleans, another big 3-year-old race of the weekend. It's the 89th Louisiana Derby. The purse for the Grade 2 stake, $750,000. The distance, 1 mile and 1/16. The favorite, the Risen Star winner, number 5, Dollar Bill.
Now to the top of the stretch in the Derby. Gracie's Dancer has the lead at 35-1. Millennium Wind is next. And Lord's Castle. Can Dollar Bill possibly get through? And on the outside, True Concern. They head now to the 8th pole. True Concern. Oh, 99-1 has the lead. Millennium Wind is next. Now, Hero's Tribute finally gets in here. And 50 Stars gets through on the inside. What an upset here. 50 Stars wins it, I believe, Millennium Wind.
An upset in the Louisiana Derby. 50 Stars, 5th. The Risen Star Prep Race wins the Derby at odds of better than 20-1, returning $43. Millennium Wind was 2nd. Heroes Tribute 3rd. But what happened to Dollar Bill, the favorite? Watch him in the pink silks here with Pat Day. Now you'll see him clip heels right there. Almost went down behind Gracie's Dancer. Fortunately, there were no injuries. All the 3-year-olds are just fine, but kind of a scary incident there. Their celebration in the winner's circle. The big surprise with 50 Stars. Now we'll go to Northern California. Saturday's Grade 3 El Camino Real Derby. This at Golden Gate Fields. The favorite in this 1.16 race worth $200,000. Number 8, StarTac. ridden by Alex Solis. Unbridled Time, number 7, the second choice. But they're all trying to catch Hoover Get the Keys, number 2 under jockey Ronnie Warren Jr. He's moving away in the stretch. Goes on to win the El Camino Real by 7 lengths and pays $16.20. Hoover Get the Keys is by Mount Livermore and is the best 3-year-old right now in Northern California. He earlier won the Golden Gate Derby by 5 lengths on January 13th, trained by Brian Coroner. Hoover Get the Keys next expected to race at the Lone Star Derby in Texas on April 7th. Now let's take a look at the latest NTA 3-year-old poll. A new number 1, it's the Florida Derby winner, Monarcos. He goes to the top over Point Gibbon. He's waiting to make his 3-year-old debut this Saturday in San Felipe Stakes at Santa Anita. And we continue our Citgo racing to the Kentucky Derby Series this weekend in New York with the Gotham Stakes. Join us Sunday, March 18th, and also bonus coverage of the San Felipe Stakes this Sunday on ESPN2 at 4 Eastern for Aqueduct in New York. And we invite you to go to ESPN.com, select your stable for this weekend's races in the Citgo Pick 6 Challenge. No one got all 6 winners in the first week. The prize money now, $4,000 this week. Go to ESPN.com, get all the details, and play the Citgo Pick 6 Challenge. ESPN's presentation of Racehorse Digest is brought to you by Citgo. We know you. By Long John Silver's, you can't resist the cravings. Visa, proud sponsor of the Visa Triple Crown. Visa, it's everywhere you want to be. And by EDS, Road to the Roses Fantasy Challenge. Log on to NTRA.com to register.
Forgot the pickles.
Feel the need for speed? Satisfy it with American Quarter Horse Racing. It's easy to learn, and AQHA is ready to help. AQHA provides a variety of educational publications, videos, guides, and seminars. Whether you're an expert or enjoying your first day of the races, a winning ticket could be closer than you think. Call 1-800-414-RIDE or visit AQHA.com and discover the speed and excitement of America's fastest athlete, the American Quarter Horse.
Do you ever feel nervous about foot odor and wetness? Get Odor Reader's Foot Powder and kick the problem.
Now put Odor Readers in, kick foot odor and wetness out.
Odor Reader's Powder gives protection on demand. Even kicks out heavy-duty odor and sweat. With Odor Reader's Powder, you feel confident down to your toes.
Now put Odor Readers in, kick foot odor and wetness out.
That's the one. Perfect match. Oh, she's gonna go nuts. She's going to love this. Oh, I score.
Honey?
Hey.
Got a little surprise for you.
So do I. I actually found someone to buy this old lamp. Isn't that great? $500.
Whether you're buying or selling on eBay, use your Visa card. Visa, eBay's preferred way to pay.
Back on the Racehorse Digest, look at our Citgo money-leading thoroughbreds by purse money earned so far in 2001. $1 million big cap winner Tis Now, number 1, and Monarcos taking the $1 million Florida Derby is number 2 in the money standings this week. Well, it's foaling time on thoroughbred farms across America, and in our new Foal Patrol feature, we have 3 new arrivals to show you. Here's a 3-week-old chestnut filly that's the daughter of Cobra Farm stallion Old Trieste, and out of the mare Port Pallison, shot at Cobra Farm in Kentucky. Now to Windstar Farm to see a colt with champion parents. His sire is Victory Gallop, the 98 Belmont winner and 99 older champion. And that's his mama, Countess Diana, the Breeders' Cup winner and 97 juvenile filly champion, her first foal. And finally, here's another son of Victory Gallop out of the mare Very Special Light, also at Windstar Farm in Kentucky, Joan Champy crawling around the bluegrass with her digital camera on our Foal Patrol. Well, now let's go to our February Walmart United Thoroughbred Trainer of the Month. We found him in the winner's circle at Gulfstream Park after the Fountain of Youth Stakes, February 17th. In the middle of the shot, holding the trophy, John Dowd, the trainer of Song and of Prayer. The son of the late New Jersey-based trainer Bernie Dowd, John got his training license at age 19. He then purchased Song and a Prayer for $1 million for ex-Duke basketball star Bobby Hurley. And the two celebrated as the son of Unbridled Song won the Fountain of Youth Stakes at odds of 18 to 1. John Dowd, the Walmart UTGA Trainer of the Month for February. Well, now to our first thoroughbred race recap. Two big races for 3-year-old fillies also run this past weekend. We'll begin in Southern California. The Grade 1, $300,000 Santa Anita Oaks at 1 mile and a 16th. Leave the starting gate with the favorite on a 4-race win streak, Golden Ballet. Ridden by Hall of Famer Chris McCarron. Golden Ballet on the rail. McCarron in the green and red silks of Team Valor.
They're approaching the quarter pole. Golden Ballet shakes off the pacemakers, but now they come from behind is immediately tackled. Flute on the outside and Affluent. And Flute is right up alongside of Golden Ballet. Golden Ballet digs deep. She finds more on the inside. Flute is right up alongside, but Golden Ballet calling on all her class today. She was run out early, run out late, and she keeps on finding. And it's Golden Ballet, 1.5 lengths to Flute. And Golden Ballet, the daughter of Moscow Ballet, and Chris McCarron take the Santa Anita Oaks from Flute.
Golden Ballet just continues to win. The Grade 2 Santa Inez in January, the Grade 1 Las Virgenes in February, and the Grade 1 Santa Anita Oaks this past weekend. Golden Ballet has now won 5 consecutive stakes races. His daughter, Moscow Ballet, owned by the Team Valor Racing and Bill Heilig Brote. Janine Sahadi trained. Golden Ballet has run in the money in all 8 starts, earned just over $500,000 the time, 141-4, the second fastest in Oaks history. To the fairgrounds in New Orleans for their Oaks on Saturday, Grade 2 $350,000 stake at 1 mile and a 16th. In here, Real Cozy at 9 to 1. The gray on the rail, looking to stay undefeated. Here she comes, number 5.
Now at the top of the stretch in the Oaks, Mystic Lady has the lead. She's a double-do. Air Guns Angel is next. Real Cozy. And on the far outside is Scoop. There at the 8th pole now. And Mystic Lady has the lead by a half. She's a devil-do is all out. On the outside, Real Cozy. Final 16th of a mile. 3 of them together. Real Cozy on the outside will win it.
Real Cozy, the daughter of Cozine, takes the Fairgrounds Oaks by a 1/2 length over Mystic Lady. The favorite, She's a Devil Do, finished a nose back in 3rd in her first start since the Breeders' Cup. Real Cozy was a late entry in the Oaks. She was making her stakes debut, and it paid off. Daniel Pites trains. Jockey Eddie Martin rides for owners Robert and Luana Lowe. Real Cozy, undefeated in 3 starts, has earned $243,000. Next, the Fantasy Stakes at Oaklawn, April 13th. Now to Gulfstream Park, South Florida for the 7 furlong, $150,000 Swale Stakes Grade 3 event. The race belonged to number 3, De Wildcat. De Wildcat under a hand ride here from Corey Nakatani draws off to a 10.5 length win over Tarek and Yanaguska. The son of Forrest Wildcat paid $660 for the victory. The Wildcat is owned by Fog City Stable, trained by Bob Hess. This is his 2nd victory in 4 starts, earnings over $135,000. The Wildcat now points for the Lafayette Stakes at Keeneland. Hess said he will not run this colt in the Kentucky Derby. Finally, a look at a race that we were unable to show you last week. Let's go back to the Grade 2 $200,000 San Rafael Stakes, 3-year-olds at a mile. Crafty CT turned in an impressive victory here, winning by 4 lengths at the wire. Paul Merrill finished 2nd. Early Flyer was up for the show. Crafty CT, a $240,000 Keeneland sales grad. He's 1-2, finished 2nd in his 3 career starts with earnings of $156,000. Crafty CT is owned by CT Grether Incorporated, trained by Howie Zucker, ridden to victory by Eddie Delahousse. The final time, 1:35.3. Crafty CT. For more information on horse racing, all the latest results, come to ESPN.com and click on Horse Racing.
Get into the Blood Horse, the number.
There is no better place to teach in the U.S. than Pennsylvania, and no easier way to apply for teaching positions than www.paeducator.net. With www.paeducator.net, the time-consuming process of mailing resumes to multiple locations is a thing of the past. Complete just one online application, which will be accessible to school districts throughout Pennsylvania. Visit www.paeducator.net today.
Mr. Gecko.
This is my final plea. I am a gecko. Not to be confused with Geico, which could save you hundreds on car insurance. So stop calling me.
Geico. A 15-minute call could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
So you want to change your name? People confusing you with Geico, calling you at all hours? What name would you like?
Komodo Dragon, please.
Geico. A 15-minute call could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Pretty good. Try 6 more degrees vertical.
We need like 2 more inches.
2 more inches, Jorgen! Come on, you can do it! 2 more inches! Come on, Jorgen!
We're back on the Racehorse Digest. Our quarter horse race recap presented by Citgo. We begin at Los Alamitos with distance racing. And we'll also be heading to New Orleans for 3-year-old Derby trials. But first, it's the $66,000 Catalina Derby. It's a 2-horse race between the 6 Azure's Classic Dash and the 8 Berry's Private Jet. They hooked up for nearly half a mile. Let's go to Los Alamitos, the Catalina Derby. Here's Ed Burgart with the call as they turn for home.
As they come to the head of the stretch, and Berry's Private Jet sticks a nose in front, but Azure Classic Dash isn't done. He comes right back in there, nose and nose. Berry's Private Jet and Azure Classic Dash. Berry's Private Jet and Eddie Garcia take the Catalina Derby.
Berry's Private Jet prevails in the long battle to get her first stakes victory. Berry's Private Jet, jockey Eddie Garcia, had to withstand a steward's inquiry into the bumping between the winner and runner-up. Owner Kenneth Merling suggested running Berry's Private Jet in this 870-yard Catalina Trials, that after winning a 350-yard claiming race. Trainer Chuck Treese obliged the result, the first stakes victory of Berry's Private Jet's career. While the newcomers played in California, the old pro Sign of Lanty shipped from his usual environs to Sunland Park for the MCI World Cup New Mexico trials. Although the venue changed, the outcome was the same. The only difference, a new victim. Sign of Lanty and jockey Alex Batista defeated Sunland Stakes winner Heavenly Shuttle by a length and a half. It was the 11th straight victory for the defending AQHA distance champion. That's 3 short of the all-time consecutive win mark. They'll be heavily favored in the March 18th World Cup New Mexico finals. Well, for something completely different, let's go to New Orleans, home of Mardi Gras, and the Mardi Gras Derby Trials. Here's one of those 2 400-yard Derby trials, headed by number 6. He's a Streakin' Fool.
Racing. He's a Streakin' Fool's away pretty well in the yellow silks. Looks to have the early lead, in fact, from Beau Cashin, who's very prominent. Between them comes Keep 'Em Flying. And wide on the course, Jess Louisiana Blue. It's He's a Streakin' Fool, the leader. About a length in front of the 16th pole. From out wide, Jess Louisiana Blue's launching a rally, but He's a Streakin' Fool arrives by 3/4 of a length.
11-10 favorite, He's a Streakin' Fool. Wins at a half from a fast-closing Jess Louisiana Blue, while setting the fastest qualifying time. Jockey Javino Clark was aboard the gelding for trainer Kelly Broussard, known as Rusty Trahan. The Mardi Gras Derby Finals set for March 16th at the Fairgrounds in New Orleans. For more information on quarter horse racing, here's a toll-free number to call from the AQHA, 1-800-414-RIDE.
Hungry for some white, flaky fish? How about delicious, crunchy shrimp? Come in now for the Fish 21-piece crunchy shrimp and more meal. The perfect combination of everything you love about Long John Silver's. You get our famous fish, 21 crunchy shrimp, piping hot hush puppies, crispy fries, and slaw for just $3.99. It's the taste and the deal you can only find at Long John Silver's. The only place to go for that one-of-a-kind taste, Long John Silver's.
Oaklawn Jockey Club and Hot Springs National Park. A winning daily double combination. America's top thoroughbreds, jockeys, and trainers competing for over $2 million in the Racing Festival of the South, the most prestigious week of racing in North America. Set amidst the beauty of Hot Springs, Arkansas, home to world-renowned natural hot springs, shopping, dining, and 5 crystal clear diamond lakes. Somebody's gonna win. Oaklawn Park and Hot Springs, Arkansas, America's first resort.
This is the time to come alive, to wake the spirit inside. Just taste that mountain
3-pint breakup. So you finally dumped him.
Our Citgo leaderboard takes a look at the top money-earning jockeys so far in 2001. Jerry Bailey first over the $3 million mark in the third month of the year, followed closely by George Chavez and the Hall of Famer Chris McCarron. But now let's take a look at some older thoroughbreds, our second race recap. We'll begin with the Grade 2 Senley Ray Handicap at Santa Anita this past weekend. Thoroughbreds 4 and up go a long mile and a half on the turf. As we pick up the race on the lead, here comes Big C number 5. But they'll soon catch him. Watch for number 8, Blueprint.
Here comes Kerry Gold. Here comes Big C, can find no more. Kerry Gold can. And Kerry Gold goes on in the San Luis Ray. Devon Deputy, Blueprint and Syrah all come out the pack to chase him home. Kerry Gold in full flight for the wire. Blueprint giving a game chase and Devon Deputy closing fast on the outside. Kerry Gold, Blueprint, Devon Deputy, a three-way photo. Blueprint will win it. Blueprint takes the San Luis Ray.
Blueprint, racing for the first time since a 7th place finish in the Kentucky Cup Turf Handicap last September, rallies him off the pace to win the San Luis Ray by a head. Devon Deputy was second and Kerry Gold third. This Son of Generous went off at 6-1, paid $15.20. Blueprint was bred by Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth, is owned by Fog City Stable. Bob Hess, the trainer. Gary Stevens was the winning jockey. Blueprint has earned $395,000 in 8 wins from 22 starts. Also at Santa Anita, leave the starting gate for the Grade 1 $300,000 Santa Margarita Invitational. Fillies and mares 4 and up, going a mile and an eighth. The favorite at 8-5, the Breeders' Cup Distaff winner, Spain.
A quarter of a mile left to go in a Santa Margarita, and it's Spain down at the rail, has to go on, and she does so willingly. Feverish is right up alongside. Lazy Sluzen running a great one on the outside, and Criticola joining the fray in fourth. Past the 8 pole, Spain at the rail. Feverish alongside. Lazy Sluzen, all heart. Criticola a close up fourth. They come for home, Spain. Lazy Sluzen. Lazy Sluzen's going to win it. Lazy Sluzen wins the Santa Margarita from Spain.
Lazy Sluzen, who ran for a claiming tag of 62.5 last July, upsets this talented field of 7 to win the Santa Margarita. Spain finished a half length back in second, with Criticola taking third. Lazy Sluzen was the second to the longest shot on the board at 12-1, paying $26.20. His daughter, Sluvescent, is owned by John Dolan and Sam Longo. John Dolan trains, and David Flores was the jockey. Lazy Sluzen has won 10 races in 41 starts. Gulfstream Park in South Florida had their share of races for older horses. We'll start with this Grade 2 $250,000 Pan American Handicap, a mile and a half on the turf. This race, a rematch of number 2, What a Brainstorm, on the lead, and the eventual second place finisher, number 7, coming up on the outside now, Subtle Power. The last time they met in the Gulfstream Park Breeders' Cup Handicap, Subtle Power was the winner. But not this time. What a Brainstorm drew off to win by 2.5 lengths. Subtle Power settled for the place, and it was Craig Steele for the show. What a Brainstorm paying $10.60. What a Brainstorm is owned by John Eaton and Steve Lehman, trained by the veteran Jimmy Picou, ridden to victory here by Jose Velasquez. What a Brainstorm has won 6 of his 22 starts and earned more than $500,000. The day before, they ran the Grade 2 $200,000 Orchid Handicap, the 3-year-olds and older fillies and mares at a mile and a half on the turf. The overwhelming favorite here, number 1, Innuendo, on the lead and drawing off to a 3-length victory over Windsong, who finished second. Azalon and Ali Be Good completed the order in the short field of 4. This is the 3rd straight Orchid Handicap victory for trainer Christophe Clement, who won in 1999 with Coretta and last year with Les Rose. Finally, to Aqueduct in New York for the Grade 3 $100,000 Stymie Handicap, 3-year-olds and up, a mile and an eighth. The favorite in here was number 7, Turn of the Century on the rail. But number 6, Windrush, digs in with a game effort on the outside to take the Stymie by a half length over Turn of the Century. Boston Party was 3 3/4 lengths further back in third. Windrush, the well-bred son of Seeking the Gold, out of a Stormcat mare trained by the red-hot John Kimmel, has been gobbling up stakes races at Aqueduct this winter. Windrush, owned by Gainesway Stable, ridden here by Joe Bravo.
Walmack International has built a reputation for stallions whose offspring win the world over. Alleged, Muriev, Phone Trick, and Milwaukee have established a rich tradition that will continue to grow. Favorite Trick, son of Phone Trick, gained worldwide attention when he finished his 2-year-old season undefeated and was voted Horse of the Year, only the 3rd juvenile in history to earn that distinction, along with Secretariat and Native Dancer. Walmack, winning the world over.
In tennis, the advantage of the two-handed backhand is obviously power because you're using both hands. But it also is deceiving because in a split second you can change the direction of the ball that you hit. Your opponent never knows if you're going to rifle it down the line or rip it cross court, and I like that.
Knowledge is the edge. At Invesco Funds, it's the approach we use to make money for investors. You should know what Invesco knows.
It's the ESPN Action Sports and Music Awards, fueled by Mountain Dew, hosted by Rebecca Romaine Stamos, LL Cool J, and Chris Klein, plus a special live performance by the original members of Black Sabbath, Tuesday, April 10th on ESPN.
This ESPN presentation of Racehorse Digest being brought to you by Citgo. We know you. The American Quarter Horse Association, let freedom ride. Long John Silver's You Can't Resist the Cravings. And by Walmack, winning the world over. Equibase.com is your official source for racing information, from entries to results and everything in between. Equibase.com is a service of Equibase Company, the Thoroughbred Industries official database. Next week, the Digest comes your way the usual time, Wednesday afternoon, 1 o'clock Eastern. Thoroughbred racing news, the amazing ageless jockey Lafitte Pinkai continues to be, well, amazing. The world's winningest rider at age 54 with more than 9,000 career victories won the 4th annual British Airways International Jockey Challenge at Santa Anita this past Sunday. Here's Pinkai winning the 6th race on Hasty Chris by a length. He totaled 22 points to lead the U.S. team of Pinkai, Corey Nakatani, Kent DeSomo, and Victor Espinoza to team victory over Europe's champion riding stars Frankie Dettori, Olivia Pellier, Kieran Fallon, and Johnny Murtaugh. Well, Oaklawn Park's leading female rider of all time, Cindy Knowles, suffered a broken pelvis, fractured ribs, and dislocated fingers when she was flipped off a horse behind the gate during training hours at the Hot Springs, Arkansas track this past Saturday. The 39-year-old jockey, mother of 2, was second in the nation among female jockeys last year with 158 victories. We wish her a speedy recovery. And our congratulations to veteran jockey Dean Coots. He was named the 52nd winner of the George Wolfe Memorial Jockey Award. The 44-year-old Coots has won over 2,700 races. He's been off the last 2 years battling surgery after cancer of the throat. And we invite you to join us this Sunday, March 17th, 5:30 p.m. Eastern, our next NTRA 2-day at the races featuring the Grade 2 Bonnie Mistakes from Gulfstream, along with races from Aqueduct in New York and the Fairgrounds in New Orleans. 2-day at the races on ESPN 2 Sunday at 5:30 Eastern. Keep it right here. Coming up next, GMC America's Horse the Non-Pro competition for the National Cutting Horse Championships in Houston, Texas. We'll highlight the 4 lucrative rounds of the Astro Arena. The NCHA World Championship up for grabs. That's next on GMC America's Horse. We'll leave you now with the nation's new top-rated Kentucky Derby hopeful, the Florida Derby winner Monarchos, owned by Oklahoman John Oxley, trained by John Ward, ridden by George Chavez. Scored a 4.5-length victory in the $1 million Florida Derby last Saturday. There's Monarchos, the new king of the 3-year-olds. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. For more, log on to ESPN.com.